I'm Judy Shaw for NYSE Floor Talk. Joining me today is Elizabeth King. She is President ESG and Chief Regulatory Officer at Intercontinental Exchange. Elizabeth, it's wonderful to have you here. Thanks for joining me on Floor Talk.
Thank you for having me, Judy.
So Elizabeth, you're actually here today because we have the Climate and Capital Conference, which is hosted by ICE, Gitterman Asset Management, and FinTech TV. What are some of the topics that are being covered, and what are you most looking forward to at this event?
It's a great event. We're very happy that Gitterman Financial and FinTech TV are co-hosting it with us. We have more than 100 people who are attending in person, and we had registrations of more than 500 to watch online. So it's a very well-attended event. The topics that are being covered are, we're talking a lot about the discussions around how capital markets can finance the energy transition and the move to net zero. So there's, and then the other part of it is to talk about what kinds of information do people need in order to make good investment decisions, to analyze the risks and opportunities that are available to them in a world that is transitioning to a net zero.
So Elizabeth, earlier this year, ICE created a sustainable finance business and you were named president of that business. How did ICE's sustainable finance business come about, and how's it going so far?
Well, it's going great. It's a real opportunity for us in this space. Across ICE's business, it's focused on its core expertise in bringing data and technology to our customers to help them solve their problems. Sustainable finance is an area, a growing area. We think there's a lot of opportunity, a lot of need for our clients in bringing together the data expertise we have, bringing data, and in particular climate data, where we've made 2 acquisitions in the past year. We acquired a company called Risk and Level 11 in December, who's focused on data and geospatial information around the physical climate risk and providing that information to investors in the municipal market and the mortgage-backed security market, and they're continuing to build out their offerings there. And more recently, over the summer, we acquired a company called Urgentum, which is based in London, that has been really at the forefront of modeling the transition risk that companies are trying to understand, and in particular, the banking industry, which is trying to stress test their portfolios.
Okay, so you mentioned it's Climate Week in New York City, we know that. Now we're hearing a lot about physical and transition climate risk. What's the difference between them, and why is it important for business?
They're really 2 sides of the same coin, I think. I mean, physical risk is what we understand when we watch the news. We see the extreme weather events that are, whether it's hurricanes, drought risk, flooding risk, wildfires. These are physical risks, and if you're acquiring looking to invest in a security that is issued by a municipality, for example, that is going to be affected by those types of physical climate events, those are risks that are important to consider in an investment. Transition risk is looking ahead to how is a company going to be affected by policies, strategies, investments that are changing as we move to a less fossil fuel intensive energy sources. And those are changes that will take place that businesses need to take into account as they plan for the future.
Okay, so what's next? Where do you see areas for opportunity as we're looking to expand the business?
I think we're looking to expand on our climate assets and the data we provide. We have a lot of really smart people that are looking how to expand the geospatial. Both right now it is only in the United States, looking to expand that worldwide, and then also looking to see how it can be enriched further. On the transition risk side, it's constantly evolving. How do you improve the models? How are we going to really expand the clients that can take advantage of the modeling that is looking at the risks associated with that transition?
Thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you very much.